Welcome to the Ch7 Newsroom, everyone. I'm Jody-Ann Thompson, and I'm giving you a behind-the-scenes tour, but this is different. This is a 360 tour, so you get to move around with me. I'm standing at the assignment desk, which is where all the information comes in for the day. If you look over here with your camera, you'll see the cyber team. That's everything you see on WHDH.com. That's everything you see on Facebook and Twitter. But I'm really excited to show you this. This is the newest part of our newsroom, and it's one thing that we really are enjoying in terms of being able to bring you news in lots of different ways. As I set the camera down here. So this is what we call the massive wall. This is where we do lots of different types of stories with all of these screens behind us. You also will see the weather team presenting what's going on in the weather for the day right here. And if you turn around and look behind me, that's the jib camera. So there's a prompter in there, and then if you look right way down the end of it, that's Bruce over there. Hi, Bruce, great job. So that's sort of the angle that you're seeing as we are on the news, and that's how we can sort of make all of this work. And you're also looking at the working newsroom. So everyone you see behind us right here are actually working on the news as we speak. They're very busy, but if anybody wants to wave and say hi, you're free to. They're focused. As you walk over here with me, you'll notice that you see these screens on television. That's because we use all of these different platforms to bring you different stories. That screen and this screen, sports will be right here oftentimes. And then as we come over here, this is the actual green screen. So this is where you see the meteorologists most of the time, here in the Weather Center. And as you can tell, it's just a big green area, right? That's so that we can project all of the maps and the satellite images onto the green. That's the magic of television. And that'll kind of give you an idea of how it works for what you're seeing when you're just watching the news at home. All right, I'm gonna come right up here to the actual anchor desk. Hi, Amaka.
Hey, Tatiana.
Great. Okay, so as you can pan around here, you get to see what we see as anchors sitting at the desk, and you also get to see the point of view that you see at home. So you'll notice the prompters and many different monitors and all the tools that we use to sort of keep an eye on everything that's going on in the city while we're anchoring the news. So it's a pretty busy task for the day. Right over here and to my right is the green screen that you see on the morning show, mostly for traffic. This is the Weather Center. This is what I call the Smart Center. And there's Chris working right now. Hi, Chris.
Good afternoon, everyone. We're going to watch it, though, afternoon, morning, whatever.
Right.
So we're rocking, this is where we do all the graphics for the weather. And then we get on the green screen, and we essentially just get in front of the graphics and talk and ad-lib. And right now, I'm just putting together the forecast for New Year's Eve. And if you're heading up north, tons of snow up there. Skiing, snowmobiling, should be awesome.
Awesome. Thanks for that, Chris. You know what the cool thing about this is that this is that new 360 camera.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking in my mind, this is new to me, that they can see you and me at the same time, well, as they pan around, basically.
I'm getting dizzy just thinking.
Yeah, me too. I know you're busy, Chris. Thanks so much. These other screens here are also more places that we use to bring you the news. And then this is a neat view I wanted to be able to show you. Of course, this, again, is that jib camera that I introduced you to a little while ago. And then this shows you the sort of 2 decks of big screens that we use here at the news station. And this is kind of like a big pano view for you to get an idea of everything that goes into one single newscast. There's a lot of people behind the scenes. There's a lot of things like lighting and technicalities that go into it. And I want to show you like a little extra if we have time. So I'm going to take you up the stairs and try not to hurt the camera while I'm doing this. Hi, gentlemen.
Yeah, exactly. Hey.
We're doing a 360 tour of the station right now, so
Nice.
smile, you're on camera. Okay, so this is the last view I wanted to bring you, and this is from the second tier looking down. One of my favorite views. You can really get a feel for all the energy in the newsroom and what goes on. So I hope you enjoyed the tour. Thanks so much for stopping by.